The United States and Saudi Arabia have just announced a historic $600 billion worth of deals in defense, artificial intelligence, and other key sectors. President Donald Trump, speaking in Riyadh, praised Saudi Arabia and its crown prince, Mohammed bin Salman, calling him an incredible man and highlighting the strong bond between the two nations. Trump told a packed auditorium, which included Elon Musk, Steven Schwarzman, NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang, and dozens of American executives, that the US-Saudi relationship has been a bedrock of security and prosperity. He vowed to make the relationship closer, stronger, and more powerful than ever before. The White House also emphasized Saudi Arabia's $600 billion commitment to invest in the US, describing it as economic ties that will endure for generations to come. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman went even further, saying both nations would work over the coming months to increase the total to a staggering $1 trillion. One of the biggest highlights of this deal is a commitment by Saudi Arabia's new state-owned AI company, Mohammed, to build advanced AI infrastructure in the kingdom. This includes acquiring hundreds of thousands of NVIDIA's most advanced chips over the next 5 years. If completed, it would mark one of the largest AI chip orders by a state company in history. The first phase alone involves deploying 18,000 of NVIDIA's latest Blackwell servers. At an estimated cost of $30,000 to $40,000 per unit, the total investment runs into multiple billions of dollars. And it's not just NVIDIA. AMD is co-investing up to $10 billion with Human, and Amazon has pledged another $5 billion for data center infrastructure. The market reacted immediately. NVIDIA's shares surged 5.6%, AMD climbed 4%, and Amazon ticked up 1.3% following the announcements. But it's not just tech that's getting a massive boost. The White House also announced what it called a nearly $142 billion agreement to supply Riyadh with advanced warfighting equipment and services from over a dozen US defense firms. This includes upgrades to Air Force, space capabilities, missile defense, and communication systems. Saudi Arabia's ambitions don't stop there. Its state-backed company, Data Vault, plans to invest $20 billion in AI data centers and energy infrastructure in the United States. These moves underline the kingdom's strategy to position itself as a global leader in technology and artificial intelligence. Trump's Middle East trip is part of a broader push to secure deals and investment pledges worth more than $1 trillion. His next stops include Qatar and the United Arab Emirates, two of the largest buyers of American weapons and massive investors in US tech. Notably, many of America's top tech executives were in Riyadh for the investment forum, including Elon Musk, NVIDIA's Jensen Huang, and OpenAI's Sam Altman. High-profile financiers like Blackstone's Steven Schwarzman, BlackRock's Larry Fink, and Citigroup's Jane Fraser were also present. The timing of all this is critical. Just last week, the Trump administration scrapped a Biden-era rule that restricted Saudi Arabia and other countries from purchasing the most advanced US-designed AI chips. This change is expected to accelerate investment and technology transfers between the US and the Gulf states. Saudi Arabia also launched Human just one day before Trump arrived. The company, chaired by Prince Mohammed and backed by the kingdom's $940 billion sovereign wealth fund, is set to lead Saudi Arabia's strategy in artificial intelligence. And it's not just Saudi Arabia making moves. The United Arab Emirates pledged $1.4 trillion over the next decade to establish itself as a leading AI hub, signaling that the entire Gulf region is aiming to dominate the next era of technological innovation. Analysts are skeptical about how Gulf states can deploy such vast capital on this scale, especially with Saudi Arabia grappling with lower oil prices and massive domestic projects. But for now, the ambition is clear. Saudi Arabia and its neighbors want to be leaders in AI, defense, and technology, and they want American companies to help them get there.